Welcome back to Car Source USA. Holy sh! Is this thing big? What are we looking at? This is a 2005 International CXT. It's the world's largest pickup truck. Now, after opening up the hood here, you can actually get a look here at the 466 cubic inch diesel engine. Now, 7.6 liters in displacement. It is an international diesel engine. Only 220 horsepower it's rated at, but it's a different kind of 220 horsepower. 540 foot-pounds of torque. It's a giant engine. Whether you're pulling 10,000 pounds behind you or just driving around, it virtually feels one and the same. This is a full-size, serious duty truck that is really in excellent condition. It's only covered 18,000 miles in its lifetime. Everything under here is sound. We just had it serviced at Chicago International Trucks, who gave it a clean bill of health, among other things. If you look at our listing, we got a detailed recap there. But this is an absolute blast to drive. It's as exciting as anything. But we'll walk around and kind of show you the ins and outs of what makes an International CXT amazing. I mean, just look at it. I'm 6 feet tall, and this thing is absolutely massive. I look like an ant sitting next to this thing. Just looking at the driver's side to give you an indication of how clean and how nice this truck is, and also to point out some of the features. I'm going to start up front here. Love them or hate them, you got some spinners. Latrell Sprewell would be very impressed. But the body, everything is, appearance-wise is in great shape. You've got a 70-gallon tank here for the diesel, goes right in here. That's in great shape. The steps that lead right up, as well as these pull handles. You've got a Ford Spec Super Duty bed back here that actually is a dump bed. It's hydraulically operated by a switch that you'll find right back in here. And it'll actually raise and lower, so you can put people in there, water, gravel, whatever. You can dump them right out just with the flip of a button. And then back here, the dual rear wheels, 22.5 inches, by the way. They're spinning back here too, and they spinning. At the rear, you've got this heavy-duty bumper, which obviously has a heavy-duty trailer hitch attached. Can't really climb up into this bed, it's so high up here. But obviously, if you need to load anything in, you have that option. But then looking down the passenger side, it's just like the driver's side. There's no damage. Here you'll find the compressed air tanks for the braking system. But, it's all as it left the International factory, so to speak. Then you got the single stack here for the exhaust. But, I mean, this thing's a beast. It's absolutely huge. There's no denying that. Well, I'm out on the open road in the CXT. I mean, it's so unconventional of a driving experience, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm going about 50 miles an hour right now. I've got a panoramic view of the world, almost a bird's eye view. I'm sitting up so high. And for those of you that do ride in trucks of this caliber, you gotta remember, people like us don't always get a chance to see the world from this vantage point. I mean, this is as outrageous as any Lamborghini. It's purposeful. I mean, it really is. That's not a joke. You can do a whole lot with it. It's got all the best in amenities: leather, backup camera, DVD player. It's got a satellite receiver on the roof for DirecTV. It's got a great stereo. You got some huge Alpine speakers up here, a ported sub in the back, and it's not that tough to drive, honestly. Obviously, maneuvering it into a small spot isn't something that's going to be the easiest thing to do, or conventional for that matter, but it's pretty intuitive. It doesn't really complain. It rides nice. These seats are sprung on air, so you kind of see me bounce around a little bit. The other thing too, this thing does not ride like a Cadillac. So anybody expecting a cushy ride, it's a truck. Do not mistake it for anything but that. It is definitely a truck. But it's deceiving. Seeing this on camera, you don't really get the feel for how big it really is. If you look at you could put 6 across, and actually that back seat folds into a sofa bed. This is just cool. I had to drive this thing. I remember sitting in this in the Chicago Auto Show in 06. They had a couple on display. I remember sitting in this seat, well, not this particular truck, but same thing, and trying to envision what it is that I'm doing at this moment, and thinking, wow, how does this actually work? Can a normal person drive it? And the answer I found is yes. There's no denying the massive nature of the CXT, but it is a pretty livable beast.
Remember, there's only 18,000 miles on it, and we just had it serviced by an international dealer to be sure there's no issues down the road. It looks great, it's in spectacular condition, and to replicate it would be nearly impossible. To drive it is to love it, so if you're interested in this CXT, give us a call. For more information, you can find us online at carsourceusa.com.